As soon as I figure out what map I was on.
What, are you going to do an Arcana check?
Yes.
We're on grasslands.
On the wind?
On the statue.
You determine that the statue may in fact be magical, though you're not... And in fact it is enchanted with a spell that is normally used for doors and the like. It's not a lock spell, but it is some sort of warding.
Alright.
Okay.
So, obviously, just trying to open this crypt is not going to be simple. And it doesn't seem as if Drew could pick the lock.
There doesn't appear to be any lock
Any physical lock, but it doesn't open.
Is there anything written around it?
There were what appear to be runes or arcade or very very old words written all around the base of the statue, but none of you have the ability to read it or have the language at least.
Oh God. Well, we don't have a way to open this, and this entire thing has been one big mystery. But the only thing we have found is a skeleton thingy.
Well, here's the thing. There's other floors above this one that we haven't checked. I guess the only other option we could have here is we're definitely under the first floor. We're under the ground in some form. We could check the other floors above us and see if we find anything.
There is supposed to be a key.
Yes.
Alright, let's try to go up a floor and see what the floor above is like.
It's a magical lock, and we know who, or at least I think I know who can unlock it.
Well, he's not here right now.
No, he's not.
So let's see if we can find something that'll help us on the other floors.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Are you just gonna go searching each floor?
We're gonna go up and back into the elevator room, go up one floor, and see what the next floor is like.
All right. How about this? I'll explain. Why don't I explain each floor to you? That way you don't have to keep telling me what you're doing, and then you can decide which floor you want to go to. The ninth floor doesn't really have anything in it. It's all old rock and cobwebs, and it's just a big empty room. It appears to you. The eighth floor is pretty much more the same, although it seems to be used for storage of old items. There seems to be rusted swords, crossbows, bolts, arrows, that sort of thing in there. Floor 7, you guys were not able to get access to immediately. Floors 5 and up were all just seem to be sub-basements filled with storage items, basically big crates, that sort of thing. The same similar crates you found in the storage room and in the makeshift tavern. Floor 7, the doors wouldn't open for you. They wouldn't open. It's like you just pull on it, and it's just like, well, the door's not opening.
Caving.
And are there more floors beyond that, or is it just these 4 floors?
Well, floor 6 through the basement, floor like sub 1. That's all just it just seems to be storage, just lots of crates and just really lots of crates.
We've got options here, but we need to decide on what we're going to do. I do find it somewhat strange that on floor 7 the doors don't open at all. When we're on floor 7...
On 4 and 7, can we move left and right?
What do you mean?
There was a left and right on the elevator.
Yeah, you can do that.
Does the door ever open while we're going left and right?
It doesn't pull. It doesn't push out. No.
Alright, when we return to our original position, if I knock against the door, is there something on the other side?
Yeah, it's hollow.
It's hollow, so there is something beyond that door.
Yeah, it's not like it's not like I'm fucking with you. Yeah, there's something there.
Well, I mean, I wanted to make sure it wasn't like just bedrock on the other side. Alright, then we need to get this door open. Is it like magically locked?
No, you don't think it's magically locked. At least nobody really senses any magic on the door. Just that it's not opening. You put your hand on the door, and the way it normally opens, it doesn't open.
Alright, see if maybe there's something we can pick that'll open this, or... Is there like a crack underneath the door maybe I can look through?
Yeah, there's a crack underneath it. You want to check it out?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to peer down the crack and see if I can see something on the other side.
What you see is a very long, very narrow room, but you see a lot of blue light from there.
There's something on the other side of this.
John, open the door.
If you're sure. Knock, knock.
Maybe it opens inwards, guys.
Wait a minute, a blue light?
Yes.
Is this similar to the light that we saw at the South Tower in any way?
Yeah, similar shade.
Okay. Okay, just continue on. Let's deal with this door.
Okay, if you're sure.
We got nothing else unless you want to go up and wake up Skeletor.
No, I think...
Jesus, John!
Strength check? Here. Okay, I rolled my sleeves.
Somebody help him so he can re-roll that, for God's sake.
I rolled my sleeves and help out.
Does the strength test include your half level, or is it just... Oh, no, that's
It's your strength modifier.
Yeah, got it.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, God.
Smash!
Alright, with the help of Skitch, with the help of Drew, I don't know how,
1 second.
but... Well, just roll it.
It was a small room, I couldn't get a run up.
You're made of fucking armor.
He's made of armor.
You're a tank. You're the closest thing to a tank this game has.
With the additional help of Drew,
This is Drew as a battery.
John is able to smash the door open and it falls off its hinges, just utterly destroyed. The wood pieces fly across this short, narrow hallway into one of three what appear to be blue swirling portals, and the wood just disappears into those portals.
Oh.
So there's nothing in this room but big portals.
3 portals at the end of the room.
Crazy thing is, nothing's pulling us into these portals?
No.
Okay, that's in like crazy black hole shit here then. Okay, well, this is new.
I think there may be a reason this door was locked. Just throwing that out there.
Well, I think it's probably the best reason. If it's locked, then this is the area we should be going.
If this is the same sort of light as the tower we saw, maybe they're just...
They might have teleported from a place like this.
So,
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to slowly make my way down the hall.
Okay.
And I am going to look at the portals and see if they have any sort of markings around them that I could Arcana check.
Yes, there are runes that are above the portals.
Okay. Can I make heads or tails of them?
Yeah, you can. Actually, they are the names of cities. One is Collins Grove, one is a name you can't recognize, you don't speak the tongue of, and one is Wyrmwick.
Wyrmwick,
Right.
eh?
Well, we know.
Well, I think that we found our way to Wyrmwick if we ever want to use it.
Then let's go now.
But can we get back? Is it just an exit?
Things went through the portal, so...
I've got an idea. I'm going to take a little bit of rope,
Okay.
and I'm going to let out about 10 feet,
Okay.
and I'm going to toss that portion of the rope through the portal.
Okay.
And then I'm going to wait a couple of seconds, and then I'm going to try and pull it back.
You've managed to pull back your rope.
So it doesn't get cut off or anything when you get to the
Seems
other
like
side.
there's a way back at least, and let's go.
Whoa.
Let's go to Wyrmwick.
Well, I think that the next logical approach actually is to tie it around somebody and see if there is actually another
John.
portal on the other side, or if it's a one-way road.
Okay.
But maybe we should leave this for later. Maybe we should try finding the staff.
The thing is, I think we found it, but we can't access it. We knew coming in there's a magical lock, and we found a magical, warding spell.
Well, we could go with John's theory and assume that Wes has the key. And the last place we saw Wes was in Wyrmwick.
Well, I think it's
All right.
best, plus, if we know where there's a portal back to the hold,
Well, we don't know that.
No, but it's best theory we've got. It's either that or we go upstairs and ask Owain.
We kind of just fucked up his elevator, so he's going to be pissed either way. So
Yeah.
either we wake him up or I'm going through this portal.
I say portal.
Yeah, so I say we speak to this sage Wes.
Told you weren't bullshitting.
Alright, then I'm going to step through the portal since there don't seem to be any objections.
Oh, okay.
Put the rope on you first if you're going first.
Alright, fine. Tie the rope up.
Okay. And you walk through the portal?
Yes.
Okay, you walk through the portal. Anyone else going, or am I going to describe what happens to her?
I'm going to follow her.
I'm going to wait.
Okay.
I'm going to wait and see if she comes back.
Okay. So, Kathleen, you emerge on the other side of the portal in what appears to be a very dark, very dank dungeon. The dungeon is empty. The cells are all empty, at least on this end of the dungeon. But it appears that the portal behind you is open, though it is very faint, as if you would have never seen this unless you were especially trained for this kind of thing.
Alright, I'm going to untie the rope for myself and pull on it a few times.
Okay.
Boing,
And
boing.
just see if anything happens after that.
I'll follow through.
Well, I'm going to see if does that pulling affect the rope? Does it pull on Dother's end?
Yeah, it pulls on Dorothy's end.
Yeah, it's
All right,
like
I'm
I'm
already
going
in
to
there.
try and pull the rope back.
There, you pull the rope back.
it's stable.
Unless you want to have a tug of war and start rolling for that, then.
Dother will lose the tug of war.
John would lose the tug of war.
All right, let's move along here, kiddies.
Yeah, come on.
All right. Then is it dark enough that we can't see, or
It's pretty dark, but you can make out. There's enough light coming from the opposite end of the room that you can make out a little bit of the cells, and they're all.
Are we in an actual cell ourselves?
Yes, you are in a cell.
Is it closed?
No,
Is this the same
it's
cell
not
we were
closed.
in?
It's open.
Are these the same ones we were in?
You're not there.
I thought we
I am. I followed through
No,
straight
nobody
away.
went through.
Like,
She was the only one who went through.
I'm sorry.
No, I said.
All right. Well, just
I
assume
followed you.
I'm there. Don't worry about it. All right. Do I hear anything?
No, well, no, actually, you hear what might be giggling at the other end of the. hallway.
Giggling. All right. Again, I'm going to pull onto the rope to let them know that I'm on the other side, and then I'm going to start stealthy sneaking towards that other end of the hallway.
Okay.
And I'm going to draw my weapons.
I am going to go through just now.
All right, you
Already
guys are all
in
going to
there.
go through, and you're going to stealth your way through. What was your last stealth check?
My stealth check was a while ago, so I'll roll a new one.
All right.
18 if I'm trying to move silently.
Okay. You move silently through the dungeon, and eventually you come upon the one lone occupied cell in what seems to be the entire cell block. Sits a man who has since grown a very scruffy, very long white beard. He sits alone inside of his cell, and he's covered in head to toe in pink paraphernalia. His bed is now colored pink as well, and he sits there just giggling to himself.
Does he see me?
No, he doesn't see you.
Okay.
You don't think he sees you.
By the way, I've scratched something on the wall with my mace next to the portal. Out.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I know where it is.
Okay, didn't expect for random giggling madman. There's something beyond this then, like a way out?
Yeah, at the opposite end of the cells from where you started. You started at the dead end. At the opposite end, there's stairs that go up and down.
Alright, is he focused on the area I'm looking,
What, the guy in the cell?
Yeah,
No, he's not even facing you. He's just staring at the wall.
okay. I'm
Wait
gonna
a second.
try
Can
to-
we just go to dungeon? Because that's the cell, isn't it? If we're talking of the same cells.
What?
You've got
Dungeon, the map.
means.
The top map.
Oh yeah, we can if you want to.